Hello, Happy New Year, everyone. I am Annie, and we are starting 3.5 today. I'm really excited because I think this is the last patch content for Heavensward, and again, really excited. And we're here with Tomea. There's my mouse. So yeah, we finished 3.4 last time, and then we spent a good amount of time doing like side content, like the Alliance raid, the Alexander stuff, and the Warring Triad. But now we're going to continue on now and start with more MSQ today. And yeah. Oh, I should probably hide those. Yeah, I'm not done with those per se, but I will finish those gradually. Kind of start off with like a new slate of like quests for us to do, but I hope you all have been well. I hope you all have had a wonderful Happy New Year and holidays. And I'm looking forward to another year, finally, of streaming. Because my year last year was pretty difficult. I was in recovery and on bed rest for a majority of the time. So I'm really looking forward to kind of get back into it and just have fun, because I enjoy doing this. It's like my stress relief, honestly. But okay. So there was something I wanted to show everyone that was while I was kind of preparing for stream, while I was AFKing in the game. Here's Thancred, and I also kind of stumbled upon this little guy. Do you see him? This is Thancred's Nutkin. The developers of this game have a good sense of humor that they put Thancred's Nutkin with Thancred, and it's just like the funniest fucking thing like I've ever seen. Because like we know that cutscene. Like I made a clip of that cutscene, and this freaking Nutkin just stole the show in that cutscene. And they brought the Nutkin back, and I'm just really, really happy right now. Told her everything that happened she needed to know, and I thought it would be best if it came from me. Strange to think back on the circumstances of our first meeting. We were all so very young, so foolish, so powerless. To be fair, you do have Nutkin. Again, best game ever. So yeah, starting 3.5 today. What happened last time? We finally beat the Warriors of Darkness, per se. Alice constructed the Blade of Light and defeated the Warriors of Darkness. And then we were transported to the Ethereal Realm, where we met Minfilia, and she transported the Warriors of Darkness back home to their world. And Minfilia went with them to hopefully save their world, because their world was engulfed by light instead of darkness. So Minfilia's gone, possibly temporarily, I guess. She might come back, but we'll see. But we kind of wrapped up the whole Warriors of Darkness kind of thing today. And oh yeah, we also got Ida and Papalymo back. So they are back with us. And there is Papalymo. My word, Tomea, I must confess to some considerable amazement at the great trials and tribulations you and the others have recently overcame. Yeah, you have no idea. Must again apologize for our prolonged absence, and for the fact that we have yet to answer your many questions. As for Ida, well, all things in time, I suppose. So what's going on with Ida? She's not been herself ever since she came back with us. I guess I was just so caught up in thinking about, well, everything, that I dozed off for a moment. Something's going on, for sure. But yeah, let's get started then with 3.5. Tidings from Gir Abania. Tataru has a request for you. Tomea, just the hero I wanted to see. Would you mind doing me a favor? Small favor. I need you to meet me at the Diamond Forge. This won't take long, I promise. Where is that? So hopefully we wrap up 3.5 and Heavensward today. I did come prepared. So I am ready. I say I'm ready, and yet I probably will not be, considering how cataclysmic and incredible and horrifying the end of patch content are. I'm sorry to drag you away from your duties, but as I said, this won't take long. I just need you to stand perfectly still for a few moments. Are you gonna paint me like one of your French Alizans, Tataru? Yeah. Hi. Right, everyone, ready to go back to work? No squirming now. Oh, you want to close your eyes. Tataru, what are you planning? It's gonna be something silly, isn't it? Shit. Did we just get beaten up by a Lalafell? What the fuck? The sound design on that cutscene was not what I expected. There, all finished. The warrior of light's every measurement from heroic head to intrepid toe. Yay. Well, wouldn't you like to know? All in good time, Tameo. All in good time. Hehehehe. Aida. Aha, found you. Elfinid wants everyone in the Solar for a meeting. I don't know what it's about, but he seems to think it was very important. Go on, we have everything we need. No sense in keeping everyone waiting. What are you up to? Yeah. They're probably gonna make me like new clothes or something. Which I don't mind, as long as it looks good.
We're here! Did we miss anything?
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Urianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Yes, parade return.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
Thank you, Elise. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention. And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
It's gonna be me, isn't it?
Is that all? Well, then the decision seems clear.
Though, honestly, probably Thancred. As a... I don't know, I just feel like it's Thancred.
No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
I mean, to be fair though, he is still rather young, and then there was that whole Crystal Braves kind of fiasco. Like, I don't think so. Guess it's unanimous then.
I did not mean to... That was not my intention.
Such devastation.
As my tenure as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated,
Yeah, exactly.
I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
Should none of our numbers step forward, must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Yeah, some unwilling, silent candidate. I wonder who that is.
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice, though I concede she might struggle to balance her new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
And Fall Guys, and Gold Saucer, and Crafting, and Mr. Beaky.
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations.
Yeah.
Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
I kind of agree.
Oh my goodness! Help! I need some help here!
Oh boy.
Tataru, are you all right?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Hello?
Marco! God, how did... Yashola! Please, you have to help her!
Kral, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
Now, we've staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
What happened?
Thank you. My message. It was too important to delay. I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
Honestly, you're too brave for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
Oh, she went through Castrum Sentry. Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. But I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan Resistance. I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something new. Something reckless.
The Griffin, you say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
Aye, and on no easy target. He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Alamegan side.
Belsar's wall?
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea. And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Alamigo, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
His plan is flawed. Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, if there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Agreed. I shall depart for Limsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours.
As always.
Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emmerich and encourage him to send an envoy.
Not in approval?
Tataru, Krile, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed. I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our tasks.
Oh boy, more conflict.
I suspect the ill tidings from Gridania will be held as a turning point. The beginning to a bloody end.
It was Papalimo.
The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice. 'Twas Master Louis himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied.
Why do you sound cryptic when you're narrating? Kinda don't like it.
And so, I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
What are you plotting? Not even 20 minutes and I'm already terrified. Oh. Doesn't really matter, but let me just pop this. Alright. Hi, Lucia. Greetings, Warrior of Light. What business brings you to Ishgard? There is a war that's gonna break out. I see. Wait here. I shall summon Sir Imric. "'Tis good to see you again, my friend. 'Tis but a pity it must be under such circumstances. Had Lucia not informed me of the urgency of your suit, I would certainly have sent some wine." Oh, Imric. You shouldn't have. But to business. I thank you for bringing these developments in Alamigo to our attention. Ishgard will of course see an envoy to attend the council in Gridania. I cannot say who will represent us, however, as the choice is not mine to make, not mine alone, at any rate. Given the imminence of the threat, we may forego the formalities of a full assembly, but I will stand need to consult my counterpart in the House of Commons prior to proceeding. Will you permit me some time to make the necessary arrangements? Nodders. I thank you. Our representative, whomever we select, will require a suitable escort. Make your preparations and inform Sir Endeloup that he is to lead in your absence. Yes, Lord Commander. Timea, pray accompany Lucia to the gates of judgment and make ready to depart for Gridania. I will have our envoy join you as soon as I can. Fury speed you on your way. Okay, gates of judgment. An envoy for Ishgard. Lucia seems eager to set forth in Gridania. If you have no other business in the city, join me at the gates of judgment. We must be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives. Who is the envoy? Someone new? You're perhaps wondering who will represent Ishgard at the council. As this is a military matter, I should not be surprised if Sir Imric nominated himself. He is yet your commander of the Temple Knights after all. It is. Oh, hello, we meet again. As it happens, my counterpart in the House of Commons agreed that I should act as Ishgard's envoy. Not, I concede. that there was any real doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, it is my duty to sanction any military cooperation. You cheeky little bastard. Be that as it may, I cannot in good conscience make the decision alone, not with the ink scarce dry in the Republic's Book of Statutes. I trust you understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further by making a brief stop at Camdragon Head. Given the trouble brewing in the Black Shroud, I would see that the garrison is ready to defend the border. And they keep bringing up the Gridanian border. Are they talking about the bridge south of here, where we fought Gilgamesh? Because that was like a large bridge that we explored, or that we did a trial at, but like we never really crossed the other side of the bridge. The garrison commander waits within. Why not accompany me, Timea? You may see a familiar face. Who is it? It's not Porshafon, because, well... I truly wish it was Porshafon. Timea, old girl, how wonderful... I'm in so much pain right now. Like, how could you do this? Why? Why? Timea, old girl, how wonderful to see you, and Sir Aymeric too. To what do I owe these unexpected pleasures? I am so mad right now. I'll have some mulled wine brought up from the kitchen at once, if you will excuse. Nay, do not trouble yourself, Honora. We shall soon be on our way. Lucia, a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. Those villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as naturally as breathing to a girl. A what? I mean, to an Imperial. Oh, Garlean. And thus, we shall straighten our patrols as you suggest. We shall also be sure to communicate these developments to Lord Francel and the Observatorium. I see you have everything in hand. Carry on. Commander? Wait, did they promote this guy to Porshaffon's position? Yeah, surprised to see yours truly at the helm. Yes, go on. You and me both, little girl. I doubt I'll ever feel worthy to sit where he sat. Oh, God. I'm gonna fucking cry. I swear. Yet we can but play the hand we're dealt, and with a little help from the veterans and Honorat's ceaseless chiding, I'm sure I'll muddle through. So worry not, old girl. Off to Gridania with you. They put a freaking portrait of him. Oh my God. God, I'm gonna fucking cry. Let's go back and see. God, I'm already tearing up. Fuck. God damn. I want this portrait. Yep, can't confirm. First tears were shed today. First tears were shed today. New Gridania. Hello. Diplomatic duties have brought mine here on several occasions, but I find that I am as enraptured by the Black Shroud's beauty now when I laid my eyes upon it. I fear that this time, however, events shall not afford us the luxury of enjoying the splendor of the forest. An allied decision. Sir Imric is ready to attend the council. It seems we are to have an escort to the Lotus Strand. A pleasant place to discuss unpleasant matters, is it not? Yes, of course. 'Tis like what we are the last to arrive. Let us announce ourselves, shall we? Off we go. The envoy from Ishgard has arrived. Very good. This way, if you please. Ah, and the Limits party as well. Ugiri. I had hoped to slip in unnoticed, but I see I was not the only one delayed in my arrival. Greetings, Sir Imric. Admiral, always a pleasure. And Timea, I trust you are well. 'Tis a day for reunions, it seems. I believe you are well acquainted with my escort? Lady Timea, I was glad to hear from Riel that the missing scions have now been found. Smile. There is much and more I would discuss with you, but let us first attend to the issue at hand, shall we?
I bid you welcome, my friends.
She said the thing.
As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gyr Abania. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alphino?
Indeed, Elder Seedseer. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
This Griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion.
Single army.
Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
Imric.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove. Elder Seedseer, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
The Doman people, too, would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal.
The new voice actress.
On behalf of my people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed? Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift, and there is much to be done.
Not in approval.
The Council knows that Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defences seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one. Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
Maybe you should have brought that up during the council meeting, Alfie. Just saying. That the Council was able to reach an accord so swiftly is a heartening development in itself. I only hope my misgivings prove unfounded. Ah, good, you have yet to depart. I fear I have missed you. Sir Aymeric. Master Alfie, a pleasure as always. And Mr. Salisay, how wonderful to see you thus recovered. Pardon the interruption. I had hoped to thank Timea for serving as our escort before our other duties called her away. I also wish to thank our Doman ally. Hello. Forgive me, my lord. I was but awaiting an opportune moment to join the conversation, and force of habit made me keep to the shadows. Oh, relatable. Same. No apologies are necessary, Mistress Yugiri. I was most grateful for your interjection when I offered Ishgard's support. My nation's historic failure to heed the Alliance's pleas for aid is a matter of record. Even so, the Alliance leaders were plainly unprepared for my impromptu apology. The resulting air of awkwardness might have lingered longer were it not for your timely offer of cooperation, which allowed the Elder Seedseer to accept us both. I very much appreciated the gesture. I only did my duty, Sir Aymeric. The Empire is an enemy to us all, and we are grateful for the opportunity to fight at your side. I'm full glad we are to have you. Pray, convey my regards to the Scions. My friends, we must return to Ishgard. Whatever is wrong with a simple sorry or thank you? Must these politicians always make a speech out of everything? That is how we adults speak, dear sister. Oh, Alfie, don't even... You are not an adult. Yet. Mayhap the ones who like the sound of their own voice. In any case, our business here is concluded. We shall be on our way as well. Will you accompany us to Revenant's Toll, Yugiri? Actually, I think I shall pay first a brief visit to the East Shroud. I am curious to know how Papalymo and Ida fared in their talks with the Sylphs, not to mention what's been going on at Belsar's Wall. I'll join you at the Rising Stones and on. And then there was us. Even now I am astonished by how Alisay resembles Master Alphinaud. Their very mannerisms are alike. From a distance, I should be hard-pressed not to tell one from the other, until they open their mouths, of course. Welcome back, Timea. I don't know about you, but I am heartily glad that all of the talking is over. I understand that these council meetings are important, but do you not find it tiresome to have to weigh in every word before you speak it? I doubt I will ever feel at home in the realm of politics. Whoops. I missed that. That said, people have been known to change, and if my brother is willing to run his own errands, anything is possible. Scrambled eggs. Oh, they have eggnog. Sure. Griffin, Griffin on the wall. LSA seems eager to discuss the Council's decision with the other Scions. Well, as much as I enjoyed the bustle of the toll, I think it's time we headed inside. My brother and the others will not be long. You have returned from the Council, but what of Alphanode? And some other matter requires attention. My apologies, friends. I trust we have not kept you waiting over long. Greetings, everyone. Oh, Cryo, how's Nanago doing? She will be alright, won't she? I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Tataru is keeping an eye on her, so we'll know soon enough if there's any change in her condition. Her wounds are healing well. With sufficient rest, I am certain she will make a full recovery. Thank goodness for that. Now, mayhap you would share with us the Council's decision. Each of the nations, Ishgard included, has committed to providing military support for Gridania. The Eorzean Alliance will soon have a significant force in the Black Shroud, ready to respond to any Imperial act of aggression. You know, I almost wish the Council will stop messing around and give the Griffin what he wants. I wouldn't like to be the Imperial caught between the Resistance and the Alliance. Stop messing around and give the Griffin what he wants. So, Alamigan, freedom? Ida, you cannot seriously. One does not likely go to war with the Garlean Empire. Quiet, to open hostilities without due consideration would be to invite disaster. If only there were some way to reach the Griffin, some means to convince him to abandon this reckless course. It may not yet entirely unfeasible. There is a network of tunnels between Balsar's wall, secret passages dug up by the Resistance to provide a way out of Alamigo, which may equally serve as a way in. Precisely. If all are in agreement, I would be the one to undertake the necessary negotiations. I am familiar with the route, and the Resistance is familiar with me. But as familiar as they are with me, you mean? Say what you want, I'm coming too. I have some experience in the practice of infiltration if you would have me. My services are at your disposal. As are mine. It has been far too long since I have shared a shadow with a shinobi, and I do not intend to waste the opportunity. 4 is quite sufficient for an infiltration mission. Greater numbers will only serve to increase the risk of detection. Kral and I will direct our energies elsewhere. What of you, Leviers? I will return to the East Shroud and stand watch over the border. Should matters take a turn for the worse, 'twould seem wise to be on hand. Might I prevail upon you to accompany me to Maya? Gridania will be safer for your presence. And while it might not seem the most thrilling duty, dear sister, might I ask that you remain at the Rising Stones to pass on messages, and so on. Nodders. Non-nodders. To hold the fort, you mean? Very well, I suppose the task must fall to someone. Safe travels, all of you. If you have any unfinished business in the toll, pray attend to it now. I would depart for the Hawthorn Hut without delay. The nearby watchtower offers an obstructed view of Belsar's wall, and I should be interested to speak to the Alliance commanders who have installed themselves at its top. Alpha Note at Hawthorne Hut. It's been a while since we...
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
That scared me. That scared me. Hi, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Timea, there you are. Come. A Mara-sized spire awaits. The Alliance officers on the platform should be able to appraise us of any developments at the wall. Fancy meeting the two of you here. We're about to set forth. Indeed, as I was about to say, 12 watch over you, but I doubt you have any need for divine protection, even if you are venturing into enemy territory. Don't worry, Alpha Node. We have the Griffin by the scruff of his neck before you know it. Do make up your mind, Ida. Nary a moment ago you seemed ready to shake the Griffin by the hand, rather than the neck. So which is it to be? 'Twould be best to decide before we enter into negotiations. Mostly be lurking because I've got you in the background. Have fun. Oh, of course, of course. Go do your thing, and thank you. Welcome in. Trust me, Papa Limo. I'll shake whatever needs shaking. The talking part I leave to you. I'm noticing a bit of a tension between these two. I think I feel a headache coming on. Let's be on our way, shall we? And not like the kind of tension, like the little playful bickering that they always do, like in previously. Some things never change. Well then, shall we make for the spire? Our Alliance friends will doubtless have news for us. Not in approval? Welcome, Warrior of Light. I assume you're here to speak with our commanding officers. You'll find them on the observation platform. Proceed. Oh, Pippin. Greetings, my friends. 'Tis good to both see you well. Everyone is here. And Hilda. I was hoping you might turn up. I've dragged half the watch here, see, and the sight of you might help remind them why we're bothered. Oh, Riki from, Limsa. If memory serves, I have not seen so many of you since the day of the Grand Melee. Having borne the brunt of your blows, may I say what an honor it is to stand by your side. 'Tis heartening indeed to see the realm's most stalwart defenders thus gathering in common cause. Speaking of which, what news from the wall? Oh, he's here too. I guess they're all here from the three nations. All's been quiet. Oh boy. Report. What? 7 hells. Fighting has broken out on top of the wall? A full-scale assault? So the Griffin has made his move. Someone has. And what's that supposed to mean? The attackers, they were wearing Grand Company colors. Is it the Oldons? 'Cause there's only Gridania and Limsa here. Impossible, we gave no such order. Of course, the wall was never the Griffin's target. It was bait. We've been goaded into deploying our armies nearby, thus lending weight to this deception. If those uniforms were convincing enough to deceive my scouts, the Empire will surely think we've launched an offensive. Oh boy. Yeah, just bringing out all 3 nations' armies right in front of the Empire's doorstep. They would, bound to react. Even so, this may yet be no more than a diversion. With the armies of the Alliance accompany the Empire's attention, it would be comparatively easy for the Griffin supporters to slip into Alamigo. He could then incite a rebellion amongst the populace, which the Imperial reserves would be hard-pressed to contain. Eorzea, meanwhile, would be plunged into chaos. Timea, we must make for the wall at once. Nodders. Wait, just the two of you? Our companions embarked on a mission to sway the Griffin from his course, and are likely halfway to his command post by now. They will emerge in the midst of a raging battle, and I do not mean to abandon them to their fate. Oh, Jesus. It will be dangerous side, but the confusion may work to our advantage. If we are called to avoid the skirmishing, it may yet be possible to reach the Griffin, and if we can do that... Lady Hilda, may I ask that you have an airship ready to bear the Scions to safety? Huh. I don't know who this Lady Hilda is, Marshal, but you can count on me. Sassy. We must prepare for Imperial reprisals. May the Navigator guide us through the storm. Forward, comrades. The time has come to drive the Empire from Alamigo and force action upon those who have turned their backs to our suffering for long. Let this victory be the first step in the liberation of our homeland. Alamigo will be free, no matter the cost. Okay, if I remember correctly, this area was... Yeah, there's an Imperial castrum right here. So we're finally addressing this. We're finally, I think, gonna visit this area. Okay. Is this a dungeon? Maybe? Again, these are rhetorical questions. From what Papalymo told me, the trail ahead should lead us into the shadow of the wall. As we have two objectives, I suggest we divide our forces. I shall make straightaways for the tunnels and attempt to intercept our comrades ere they stumble into a bloodbath. While I do so, I must ask that you scale the wall. Know that I will not propose such a course if there is any other way. The time for subtlety is past. Take your band of most trusted companions and cut a path through to the Griffin. Make him see reason, by any means necessary. Is it a dungeon? Once we are free of the tunnels, we will make for your position with all due haste. And if everything proceeds according to plan, Hilda will then swoop in and spirit us all away to safety. I only pray that we have enough time. Oh boy, things are getting hectic. Balsar's Wall. We're actually gonna explore this castrum. Alright, let's go. Yeah, sorry about the wait. Alright, let's finally do this. Belsar's Wall. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm really excited. Alright, lead the way. Hi Bond, Happy New Year to you as well. Hope you've been well. Yeah, I hope your start of January was a lot of fun. Shark cast and then fire. I'm also trying to learn a new rotation too here with Fire 4. So my rotation's a little I'm still learning it. We have COVID in the house. I'm hunkered down, trying not to get sick. Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully everyone recovers quickly. And it's... Monument start to the year. No. Great to catch you on. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm about to finish Heavensward, I believe. Hopefully today. And then I'll start Stormblood tomorrow. Vacation key. First boss. One, two, three. Again, I'm a little sluggish since I'm learning a new rotation. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay, what's the gimmick here? One, two. Okay, then refill fire gauge. Do this. Mana word on. Fire again. Shit. Alright. Okay. Good job, guys. Alright. Thank you. Thank y'all. Oh shit. That's a lot of enemies. Oh. Thank you, I'll take that. Oh crap. Wrong way. I'm just assuming they're coming in at all sides, I guess. What's next? Oh wait, there's more. Alright, finally. Whee! Haha. Alright, next boss. Armored weapon. Ow. 2, 3. Alright, what is this? Stand there. Nice. Almost dead. Almost dead. Awesome. That and that. Hello. Almicha? Is that you? I can't see because of the blue text. Oh, wow. We are in Belsar's Wall right now. We're doing 3.5. I'll take this. Take those. You. It is me. Awesome. Welcome in. How you doing? Oh, shit. Barricade open, we're doing a new path. Okay. Okay, so we're almost done. Sort of fine, just sleep schedule confused. Yeah, I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule too. That's like one of my New Year's resolutions. Trying not to sleep at like 1 a.m. Where are we? So I was at work today, went to sleep very soon after getting home. Now being 10:45 in the evening, not sure if I slept long enough. I don't know, whenever I take a nap, it always disorients me just because, especially when I'm trying to, like, sleep, during the evening hours. Oh, the Griffin. I'll finish my thought after. I knew it. I fucking called it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. What?
Yeah. Yeah. How'd you like this?
How do you like these nuts?
Ugh.
Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
Sloppy. I'll tear you limb from
Sloppy.
limb.
So that's where he said, that's where he's...
Sloppy.
Sloppy.
Amigo! I have you now.
Fuck.
Yeah. How'd you like this?
Alright.
Yeah!
Sloppy.
Ugh. Sloppy. Ugh.
I can't take this fight seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Ugh. Sloppy.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah. Sloppy.
Sloppy.
Amigo!
I'm gonna die. Yep, I'm dead.
I have you now.
Oh, our healer's dead. Fuck. Huh, the sloppy fight. Yeah. Sloppy. Sloppy is on our FC's Discord soundboard, by the way. I cannot wait to abuse the hell out of that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. How'd you like this?
One. Fuck off.
Sloppy.
Sloppy.
I'll tear you limb from limb. Ja. Sloppy. For Alamigo! I have you now. Yeah.
Kill this thing.
How'd you like this? Yeah! Sloppy. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So many mechanics here.
Sloppy. Yeah. I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah. Sloppy. For Alamigo! I have you now.
Shit. Alright.
Yeah. Fuck. How'd you like this? Yeah!
Okay. Nice. Yay! Alright, awesome. Thanks all. Alright. Alright, good job. He falls again. Yep. Sloppy. I am seriously going to add that to my channel point soundboard after.
You've beaten me, aye. But you cannot stop what I've begun. Behold, a glimpse of things to come.
Huh?
We did it! We showed the bastards! Aye! Victory is ours!
They stole Grand Company uniforms.
And who knows, lads? Mayhap the Eorzeans will finally see sense when the enemy turns up on their bloody doorstep.
Who is this?
This is for Alamigo, for Eorzea.
Oh, Laurentis.
They die that others may live.
Is that a, These fuckers again. This fucker.
Vanguards! Attack!
Is that a bomb?
Seven hells! Do you hear that?
War machines! How did they get here so quickly?
Stand your ground! For the resistance!
That looks like the spider robot from 8. That fucking looks like the spider robot from 8. Final Fantasy 8.
There's nowhere to run! We're cut off!
Wait, what allegiance is Laurentis and Yu Hase? They're like with Aelberg, but are they attacking their own people, like their own resistance fighters?
Gods help us! What are we thinking? The Empire's too big. Too powerful.
Or maybe Yu Hase and Laurentius are working with the Empire, or I don't know. I'm a little confused.
Mighty Ralker. Grant us the strength to crush our...
There you are.
As you can see, our infiltrators did not elude me for long. Lady Ugiri is sending for an airship even as we speak.
What do we do? This is a massacre!
How wonderful to see you, Commander.
Ilbird. I should have known.
Yep.
This has to end. It has to end now. Do you not see your countrymen dying? Have your ideals rendered you blind even to that? Order the retreat, and we will help your soldiers to safety.
Retreat? With the moment of my triumph so close at hand. You truly are a sheltered child, Leverrier.
Yeah, he's too far gone now. Oh, fuck.
Nidhogg's eyes. No abyss is too deep for you, I see. But trust me when I say that such power was not meant for mortal hands.
How long have I struggled to reach this point? My countrymen, so inured to the taste of defeat, they no longer balk at its bitterness, shouting my throat raw with rallying cries, only to be greeted with dull eyes and blank faces. My brothers and sisters in Ulda have surrendered to their apathy and their appetites. Were it not for the glint of Lodorito's coin, I doubt even those here now would have answered my call. Take back our homeland! Free Alamigo! Ha! They'll happily mouth the words, but they won't spill the blood. You say no mortal should wield these eyes? Then I shall gladly become a demon. I will suckle on the souls of the hopeless and liberate the homeland they no longer deserve.
What exactly do you mean to do?
Don't tell me he's gonna become Nidhogg again.
Did you hear their cries as victory was snatched away from them? Even with their dying breaths, they cursed the Empire. Never has their desire for vengeance been so raw, so true. A god has no need of faith when summoned by so pure a purpose.
Summoned?
Oh boy.
You cannot mean to fight the Empire with a primal! You know full well the danger, the futility of relying on such power!
Oh yes, I know their limitations. Which is why I will call upon a deity more terrible than the very black worm of the calamity itself.
Oh, and he wouldn't need the crystals because he has the power of the eyes. Because those two eyes are like very source of like ether that they've absorbed into them.
Now.
You wouldn't need crystals for that.
Like hells you will!
An ending to mark a new beginning. My pain, my longing, you shall have it all! Ah!
Oh, that floor is gonna be sloppy. Jeez, so much carnage. Throwing his own resistance members' lives away. Oh, fuck. Liberate Alamigo at any cost. Yeah.
This light, is it...
His death completed the ritual. The primal is taking shape.
Oh boy.
Can't we stop it? There must be something we can do!
There is one thing.
What? Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Master Louisoix briefly contained Bahamut by means of a potent spell of sealing. I will now attempt to do the same.
Wait.
But that's impossible! We would need hours to collect the necessary ether, if not days!
Ah, Alphino, though I concede it may not always be apparent,
Tupsamati.
I was ever your grandsire's finest pupil.
Tupsamati, of course! The staff still holds enormous power, broken or not.
Yeah, but wait a minute.
Don't you dare, Papalimo! I know how that spell works.
Yeah.
It is time to leave.
Quite right. Quickly now, off you go. The further away, the better.
No! If you're staying, then so am I.
No, Ida! There is a path only you can walk, and it must not end here, not like this!
Gonna fucking sacrifice himself,
Please,
isn't
you
he?
have to take her!
Fucking sacrifice himself, isn't he?
What? No! Damn it, Thancred! Put me down! Thancred!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you! Go!
No. 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 We lost too many fucking people already. Ah.
Hilda! I think he means now!
I bid thee farewell again, my dear Ida. Now, let us see how good a student I truly was.
Won't even let us try by fighting. Yeah. Though I'll be honest, I think it probably would have been an easier idea for us just to fight the fucking primal like once it finished regenerating. Okay. Fuck. How many more must we lose? Shit. Amalimo knew well what he was doing. Could not refuse him. Every Ishgardian gets taught that that the sea of the clouds churns in the grip of the warring elements of water and wind, enough to tear you apart. They say, no one's ever gone to the bottom of the abyss and lived to tell the tale. So how did that bastard manage to get his hands on Nidhogg's eyes? It's been explained to me what that light represents, and I have ordered our forces to stand ready. It seems we could do little else but wait. I understand only too well that the desire to reclaim one's homeland, but I cannot condone such slaughter. Why? Why didn't they let me stay? Papalymo's my friend. I should have been there with him. Could see it in his eyes, Ida. He knew what he was doing. What had to be done. Master Louis wore that same look, right before the end. Think I don't know that? I know, alright. I know. There's nothing more you could have done. Ilbert caught us all off guard. Even Tomeo was powerless to stop him. You must blame someone, blame me. Just promise that you will never forget what Papalimo strove to protect, or the lessons he tried to teach you. Don't speak to me. Leave Ida with me. Go on, go back to the Rising Stones. The others need to know what happened here. Fuck. It's over Paplima. It's all over. Leave her be. Nothing you'll say will condone her now. Console her now. Orshifant. Ysael. Paplimo. Infilia. Shit. This is the second fucking expansion pack. This is the second fucking expansion, and we have like 3 more to go. Like, are we gonna fucking lose everyone in this party? It's just gonna be us at the end of Endwalker? God damn. Oh, fuck. Louis Sua's finest student. It's plain that the recent events have shaken Alphinaud to the core. I figured it could be a way to divert feels a bit. Okay. Possibly, like, afterwards. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Once again, I find myself at a loss for words. Tancred is right. We must return to the Rising Stones and appraise our companions of all of this. Pray make your way there at once. I will send word to Y'shtola and the others of our imminent return. Alright then. Would see me bring ill tidings, brother. Aye. Behind the Griffin's mask, we found the grinning face of an old adversary, Ilbert. I know not how, but he had in his possession the eyes of Nidhogg. With dread power he used to initiate a summoning ritual, even as we looked on. The 12. I don't understand. To attempt such a magic requires every ounce of one's aether. No one, not even grandfather, could cast it and hope to survive. Indeed, it was ever a last resort, as I am certain Paplima was aware. And thus did the pupil follow in the footsteps of his master, even unto the grave. I have as yet been unable to explain how Ilbert came to possess Nidhogg's eyes. In the depths of the Sea of Clouds, a perpetual storm of water and wind aspected aether ranges. No mortal could endure such conditions. No mortal? Then mayhap it was work of an Ascian, but now is not the time for idle speculation. Trial, I have need of your assistance. Yes, of course. We must inspect the cocoon of light, and ascertain the state of the primal trapped within. Between our respective talents, I dare say we shall glean some measure of insight. Understood. I can't promise I'll be able to sense much through the barrier, but I shall certainly do my best. As shall I. Let us be about it then. What? Not so much as by your leave? Pray, forgive Archon Louisoise her brevity. She seeketh employment, lest her grief deprive her of will to act. A desire to confront Ida doubtless compoundeth her unseemly haste. I too must contend with this grievous loss in my own way. By thy leave, Lady Alice, I shall honor our fallen colleague through great gainful study. There exist writings which may yet further our understanding of this cocoon of light. Mayhap I was too quick to judge. Surrendering to sadness and regret would be a poor tribute to Papalymo's sacrifice. Quiet. We must begin preparations to face Ilbert's accursed creation without delay. What time we have must purchase all too dear a price for us to squander it. School's out forever. Oh yeah, by the way, I did mention before, like, Porchefant, Ysael, Minfilia, Papalymo, but also Moonbrita. Jeez. Like, who else is next? Don't answer that. Me, I guess? The obvious solution. The interminable wait for news from Gridania seems to have taken its toll on Alice. Okay, 3.55 I think this is. Timea, I wish I had more to tell you, but the situation in the East Shroud remains largely unchanged. Meaning we still have no idea how long it'll take before we... communications from the Alliance. One moment. I don't keep up with the numbers. Okay. Yes, of course. Our representatives will be present. My thanks. Word from Gridania. The Council will surely be reconvened. The Alliance leaders have already begun to assemble. Eorzeans, assemble! They wish to disgrace the Primal, of course. As of Ishtola's last report, the cocoon is yet hung above the wall, unchanged. Yes, but the Elder Seedseer doubtless shares our concerns about how long it will remain so. I am told that Sid Garlon has been called in to aid his expertise in proceedings. A wise decision. The more minds we have working on this, the better. Well then, I suggest we leave the Rising Stones in Tartaru's capable hands, and make haste for the Lotus Strand. To Gridania, again. Hello?
A word, if you would, good sir. This place, it is within the realm of Eorzea.
You're an odd-looking fellow, aren't you? Still, takes all sorts, I suppose. This here's Vesper Bay. Thanalan's door to the ocean, as some folk like to call it.
Am I to understand from your answer that I have indeed arrived in Eorzea?
Eh? Yes? You're in Eorzea?
No, this is Patrick.
Ah! A plain response at last, and the one I wanted at that. My journey was not without its hardships, and I would sooner travel by land than put to sea again. You do not believe that so small a bark could bear me across the ocean? Such timid little sailors. I had but to set my course and set my jaw till I made port.
I like his voice. In awe the size of this lad. Yep.
Though, 'twould perhaps have been wise to lay down my oars a moment to sup on more than the spray of brine water. By the trembling of my limbs, I sense a brief repast may be in order. Nay, I will not hearken to the feeble grumblings of an empty belly. Duty comes before all.
Good God, man. Are you all right?
Nice. Well, that was an entrance.
Thou art far indeed from home, friend.
Also, that was fast. You got to Vesper Bay, Urianger. Work before food as much as you can. Oh god, that was funny. Alright, let's go to Gridania. Welcome, Warrior of Light. This way, if you please. Oh yeah, you started with that in an old Duffer city? Yes, I did. Started as a thaumaturge. Ah, memories. Yeah, I have it archived on my YouTube channel and on my my Twitch page, like all the videos of me starting 14. Well, most of them. Most of my journey through 14.
Dear friends, pray accept my heartfelt thanks for your efforts in defense of Gridania's borders. I would fain dwell longer on my gratitude for the support of the Alliance, but the situation at Belsar's Wall demands that we forego such pleasantries.
According to our most recent intelligence, the cocoon of light that formed in the air above the wall remains undimmed and unbroken. After measuring the cocoon's etheric concentrations, Archon Y'shtola has confirmed the presence of a primal entity.
So we must assume that Ilbert's thrice damned god is indeed trapped within. And what news of the Imperials? They're not like to ignore such a spectacle.
Sir, a Garlean airship was observed making an approach, but the vessel was destroyed when it drew near. The Empire appears to have made no subsequent attempts to reach the object.
Destroyed?
The soldiers who witnessed the incident spoke of a lance of light issuing from within the cocoon. Of an entire warship being reduced to smoking ruin in the space of a moment. Veterans of Cartano, meanwhile, likened the destruction to that wrought by the fiery wrath of Bahamut.
We could face another calamity.
Yep.
So the Primal is awake then? Contained, yes, but for how long? We must destroy it now, lest it break free.
Agreed. There is, however, the small matter of how to get close enough to a being that swats warships from the sky as you would a bothersome gnat.
Just launch me into it. I'll probably be fine.
Is this truly so complex a puzzle? Or have you no stomach for the obvious solution?
What in the hells are you doing here?
Oh, is it,
A pleasure to
Yep.
see you too, Garland. Now, if you'd be so kind as to explain to these good people why you should be begging me for my assistance, that would be
Begging.
most appreciated.
Hi, Nero. I started in Gridania. With that, I had more Papalymo time. Well, I have started a few alts too, and started in Gridania, so I also had the proper Papalymo time.
Who is this man?
I am the man.
Oh, how terrifically rude of me. Nero Tolskeva, former tribunus of the 14th Legion of the Garlean Empire. These days, however, one might say that I'm something of a free agent.
What do you want, Nero?
I was getting to that. Although you already know what I'm about to propose, old friend.
Is it another alliance run?
As you have rather belatedly realized, within that frail binding lurks an entity alike in strength to the great Bahamut, and the only force in existence which might conceivably contend with such a foe is the very creation which captured the Elder Primal in the first place. I speak, of course, of Omega.
Oh.
Omega? That hulk has been gathering dust beneath the plains of Carter since the Allagans breathed their last. And none alive knows how to wake it.
I'm sorry? Do you understand who it is with whom you have the privilege of speaking? I'm Nero Tolskeva, Master Engineer, the mechanical genius who restored the Ultima weapon to full operational capacity.
Oh, you did that.
And as luck would have it, I'm graciously offering you the use of my considerable expertise.
Wait, so we're gonna unleash another hell weapon on Eorzea? Can we just do like a
And what, you just expect
raid
us
or
to
something?
accept? You're a fool if you think your deeds at the Crystal Tower are enough to win my trust, Nero.
Trust? You wound me, Garland. All those years, studying side by side at the Academy, sharing both trial and triumph, we were countrymen once, you and I.
You restored Ultima Weapon. You missed that? I probably forgot about that. Did they bring that up in Around Reborn? Yeah, I don't remember that. Like, I know the entire 14th Legion was restoring Ultima. I just didn't know, like, how directly they were doing it.
But sentiment aside, have you a better solution? Or do you mean to send in your vaunted hero there, as you always do, and pray the world is not engulfed in flame? Let us approach the problem in a rational manner. Does not the fact that Omega slumbers in stasis point to the existence of some overriding technology? A means of control?
The end of the main quest, they did, before Reborn stuff. Okay, I'll probably have to take a look at it again later on.
I would ask a question, if I may. Nero, was it not? In the event that we succeeded in using Omega to shackle the Primal in the manner you propose, what then would become of it? Do we not risk repeating the mistakes of the Allagans?
Omega is but a tool. How we choose to employ that tool is entirely up to us. Of course, if you would rather leave it buried beneath Cartano while you continue your petty squabbles above, Then I suppose that is also your choice.
Spare us, Nero. The Seedseer's concern is a valid one. He who controls Omega wields the power of the gods, the very power which led the Alagans to destroy themselves.
And then Teleji Adeleji also wanted Omega, too, for his selfish acts.
And does it not fall to we engineers to prevent such misuse? What was your company's proud slogan? Freedom through technology?
Got him.
A creed you follow, is it? What say you? Do we take this villain at his word?
No, but I'll keep an eye on him. Makes a convincing case. No, but I'll keep an eye on him. I got this.
As will I. I don't like it, but then it doesn't look like we have much choice. Would the Council be willing to entrust this matter to a pair of former Imperials?
Yes. The task of restoring the Alagan relic will be yours. But the responsibility for its reawakening must remain with the Council. Do we condone this course of action?
Aye. It would seem we do. Let the record show that we invest this contingent with the authority to enter Carteneau and take command of Omega. Sid, I appoint you leader of the expedition. Scions, I would ask that you assign some few of your number to escort Master Garland and supervise the other one.
The other one. Nodders.
We should be happy to oblige. The politics of Carteneau being what they are, I dare say our neutrality will prove useful in avoiding any unnecessary entanglements.
If I am not mistaken, Doma occupies a similarly neutral position. Might we not persuade you to join the expedition, Lady Yugiri? If you suspected any foul play from Nero, you would be welcome to kill him.
Ooh, I love killing.
My blade is yours.
In your chest, Nero, is what she
Not
meant.
a moment's hesitation, eh? You'll forgive me if I do not shake your hand.
The bros are back. The bros are reunited. Alright. Well, that was a rather unexpected development, and one which raises a number of questions, not least among them how Nero chanced to learn of a council meeting in the first place. Ooh, we got another roll. Steal reason. The greater obeisance. Alphanode is eager to join Sid and the others. What's this? Oh, is this Tataru's present? Sid and the others are assembling at the airship landing. Alice is already on her way, and it would not do to lag too far behind us. Let us be off. Well, scary unknown ninja that I know nothing about. Yep. It's been a while since we've been to the airship landing. Oh no, they're right here. Where is everyone? Timea, Alfie, ready to go? The others have stepped out onto the landing for a moment. Lest you wonder, Nero insisted that he be allowed to inspect the Excelsior before boarding. And you let him? Despite his very timely offer of assistance, the thought of that man poking about in the workings of the ship without proper supervision does not fill me with confidence. Yeah, the ship is Sid's baby. You're basically letting a murderer into your house and watching over your baby. Calm yourself, Alfie. Your sister was adamant that he would never leave her sight. She and Yugiri are... well, here they are now. Right, I think that's everyone. Shall I set course for Cartano? May I ask that we delay our departure slightly? I require no more than a few hours at most. Our colleagues are studying the cocoon event even as we speak, and I would hear their latest observations ere we proceed. It would seem wise to gain as clear an understanding of the situation as possible before formulating our plan. Oh, I thought time was against us. How foolish of me. Hold your tongue. When we want your opinion, we'll ask for it. Forgive me, my lady. I shall keep my counsel until such a time as you have finished procrastinating. You cheeky little muffin. All right, while Alphinaud speaks with his colleagues, I shall fly the Excelsior over to Mordona, and we can reconvene at the Rising Stones. My apologies for the trouble. I shall visit Y'shtola and the others forthwith, and join you as soon as I'm able. Timea, pray accompany Alice back to the Rising Stones. I should feel safer knowing you are present to entertain our guest. Right. Everyone headed to Mordona is welcome to travel aboard the Excelsior. I'll clear things with the girl at the counter here. Let her know when you're ready to leave. Hello. Traveling with Master Garland, miss. The Enterprise Excelsior is right this way. Ah, yes. Where's Silvertear? Where are we? Not quite a door-to-door service, but I couldn't exactly land her in the Toll's main square. Shall we adjourn to the Rising Stones then? Hi, Nero.
So these are the fabled headquarters of the Scions. I confess I would have expected an order of self-proclaimed warrior scholars to surround themselves with the fruits of man's enlightenment. And yet there's not so much as a single piece of magitech in sight. It never ceases to amaze me how primitive you Eorzeans truly are.
Oh, I'll have you know that the Rising Stones is home to the very latest in magitech innovation.
Get him, Tataru.
Wedge calls it the Mark 14 Thermocoil Boil Master, and it's the finest kettle I've ever had the pleasure to own.
Nero's like, what the fuck?
We are returned. Well, Ida and I, at least. Y'shtola and the others remain behind to continue their assessment of the binding magic.
There didn't seem much point staying just for that, so I decided to come back with Alphinaud. Papalimo bought us this time. We shouldn't waste it.
By your leave!
Ooh, oomst.
Good God, that voice could fell a gigas.
This is the Rising Stones, domicile of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I enter at the invitation of one Lord Urianger. I spy you there, Shadow Walker. You always were a hard one to find.
Yugiri?
Yugiri, do you know this man?
Uh-oh.
Gosetsu, why are you come to Eorzea?
In search of you, Yugiri. For days and nights did I row across the angry sea. I made port in good spirits, only for my own flesh to betray me over the trifling matter of an empty belly.
Just a
Collapsed
trifling
in the
matter.
street like an unfed stray I was, until Lord Urianger came to my aid. Over a most welcome meal, we spoke of the plight of Doma, and I learned of our displaced countrymen's work to resettle this blighted land. 'Twas blind fortune that I was able to locate you so swiftly. But now we must make ready to depart. Our master languishes in dire peril, and Doma calls her daughter home.
We're kind of busy.
It is not so simple, Gosetsu. There are obligations which bind me here.
You refuse? Did you mislay your oath during your flight from our homeland? The laws of hospitality must be honored, but surely the vow to defend your master demands the greater obeisance.
It was our master who bid me guide our people to safe haven by any means necessary. And it was the scions you see before you who provided us succor and sanctuary when all others refused. Dire peril or no, were I to return without first repaying such hospitality, our master would cut me down at the threshold.
Mayhap that is so.
There is more. A crisis threatens all within this realm, Eorzean and Doman alike, and I go to play my part in its resolution. I will not bring shame upon our liege by abandoning my people or my duty.
How very noble of you. Now, in the name of honor, kinship, and, yes, practicality, might I suggest we get this expedition underway? Or would you rather debate the finer points of duty and leave Omega to the Empire?
The Empire? You get it?
There's a magic word.
You draw steel against the curse of Garlemald? Then why did you not say so? My blade is oath-bound to fall upon the ranks of the Imperials wheresoever they march. Lead on, Shadow Walker, and may the enemy tremble at our coming.
Yeah, everyone hates Garlemald. He's like, we're fighting Garlemald? Fucking sign me up. Maya, wait, can I speak for you for a moment? Do you remember when I had you meet me in the Diamond Forge and we ambushed you and stole your lunch money? Well, once we had your measurements, I set to work making you a traveling outfit in my spare time. I've only just this moment finished the stitching, but I wanted you to have it before you left. Here. Aw, thank you. You can try it on right now if you like. Nodders. Huh. Assuming we measure correctly, the fit should be right. Snug, but not too snug. You know what I mean? So how does it feel? You're not just saying that, are you? Oh, I can't tell you how much this means to me. You've crafted something worthy of the Warrior of Light is. It's Well, let's just say it makes all the practice worthwhile. I've sewed a blood pearl charm to, you know, bring you home. May it always protect you. Let's see. Scion Adventure's monocle. Scion Adventure's jacket. Adventure's bottoms and boots. I'll probably dye it too. It's kind of cool that Tataru gave us an outfit to wear. Kind of cute. Kind of feel like part of the team. Alright, let's take a look at Tomea. Pretty cute. Pretty cute. Yeah, totally cute. Very sophisticated. Yep, Tomea likes it. Alright. How dare he mock the Scions like that? If I ever had to sew a set of traveling clothes for him, I just might forget to take out the pins. Just the two unexpected guests then. Still, I suspect that each will prove useful in their own way. The Mark 14 Thermocoli Boilmaster. Dear me, how risible must the precious 13 iterations have been. I could design a more efficient water heater in the time it took that ill-conceived lump to become lukewarm. Oh, I think he's gonna fit right in. Truly, I had no idea Domans could be so loud. He and Yugiri could hardly be more different. Never did I think to hear Gosetsu's voice echo through these halls. My blade shall carve a path through the Empire's ranks as a scythe fells stalks of wheat. Fly free, my pretty. Oh, we're getting a lot of orchestrion rolls. Ida's eyes shine with rekindled determination. So we have to wake Omega up, right? When do we start? Ida, are you sure that's... I'm sure, yes. I won't lie and say I'm completely fine, but I feel a lot better if I'm doing something useful. Very well, I shall remain here and continue coordinating our efforts with the Alliance. Elfinode, mayhap you could return to Gridania and assist Y'shtola and Kryl. A fine suggestion. The rest of us will form the Cartuno Expedition Party. Nero and I will focus on rousing Omega, while Tomea, Ida, and our Doman friends take care of security. Yeah! Nodders. The Excelsior is by the lake, just outside of town. We'll leave as soon as everyone's ready. Mordona. This outfit is really cute. I really like it. Alright, let's summon our Deathclaw and then let's go for a ride. Soon, Omega, soon. I will see you rise again. This contraption truly bears us through the skies. Gosetsu is an accomplished swordsman. Should it come to battle, he will prove a staunch ally. Would that I could say the same for Nero. I was a bit lost for a while back there, but I'll be fine, trust me. I'm not so sure about that. Egg. We haven't far to go. With any luck, we'll be in Cartino before Gosetsu graces the deck with his dinner. Once there, however, we had best to be on our guard. Given that Aline Ryu was still active when Omega was discovered, we can be sure that the Empire has long been aware of its existence, and if Nero deems it the obvious solution to the threat posed by this new primal, it is not impossible that Garlemald might do the same. Have your weapons ready and your wits about you. Something tells me we're flying into a fight. Sure. I think this is the second time I've been to Garlemald. It was the first time I was doing summoner quests.
Now, where was that? Ah. I've enabled the teleporter. One brief jump and we shall arrive in Omega's control room.
How convenient. You've been here before.
Of course. It was no easy task threading a path through all the skirmishes. But how could I ignore the existence of such a fascinating toy? You may trust that my preliminary examination was suitably thorough.
Trust? Aye. I trust your appetite for technology.
I chased down a suspect airship, and who should I find but the traitor, Sid Garland.
Grinawat.
Searching for something, engineer? Something big? It's close, isn't it? It's like all my name days have come at once.
Is he blushing?
Of all the scouts the Empire could have sent. Take care of that brute, will you?
God damn it. Can't let Nero tinker around in there by himself. I'm sorry to leave you to it, but I dare say you'll manage without me. This clod has no idea who he's dealing with.
Alright, keep an eye on him.
I am Gosetsu, Samurai of Doma. You will rue your choice of opponent this day.
That's a big axe. Just small area.
No holding back. Leave this to me.
One, two, three.
This one'll sting.
Your defense is nothing.
I have you.
It's all over now.
Oh wow, they just ate it.
No retreat. No surrender.
Look upon a samurai of Doma.
You watching, Pabalimo?
Aww. That was really cute.
My right to strike.
How many soldiers did he bring with him? Enough. Okay. Just some Imperial Marauder. Like, his color scheme is really ugly. Like, the green armor, it looks like he's blushing too. Surrender, we have you outnumbered. Wouldn't be the first time. Are you still playing with those soldiers? Oh, I suppose I could lend you one of my toys, but only if you promise to give it back. Is it, Omega? Oh. That's so cool. Behold the Red Baron. Now end this nonsense. Hehehe. Tamea's happy. What the? No one told me to have Magitech armor. Forward for the Empire. The honorless cur thinks to abandon his men. I shall see that he shares their fate. Pay attention to the rest of his minions. Nodders. Let me snooze that ad. Alright, let's take a look at our new toy. It's on screen.
No holding back.
No retreat. No surrender.
Look upon a samurai of Doma.
Oh, that did a lot of damage.
This one'll sting.
Your defense is lacking.
With soul and steel.
Oh.
You watching, Pabalimo?
Leave this to me.
This is hectic.
Tis my right to strike.
It's all over now.
Dispose of the giant.
No retreat. No surrender.
Look upon a samurai of Doma.
This one'll sting.
Well struck.
Your defense is lacking.
With soul and steel.
Jesus.
You watching, Pabalimo?
Anyone else? Reaper's ammunition is depleted. Order you to stand your ground. Well, bud, looks like it's just you now. Tough piloting. Yeah, it's a little clunky. Damn it to the 7th hell. You bastards were the last thing I do.
Leave this to me.
Tis my right to strike.
It's all over now.
2. Thank you for the heal.
No holding back. No retreat. No surrender.
Look upon a samurai of honor.
This one'll sting.
Almost there.
Your defense is lacking.
Is he dead? You who rules this day. Okay. GG. We still didn't get a duty complete, which kind of worries me.
Temporal stasis disengaged. All systems operational. Garland?
All clear on this side. It's waking up.
It's probably a bad idea.
Remarkable! Omega sensors immediately detected the presence of the cocoon, even at this distance. They must have been set to scan for sources of energy exceeding certain magnitudes.
I still don't see any means to control the machine directly. It seems to have been designed to act wholly autonomously.
That's kind of a bad thing.
Once we release Omega, we can be fairly certain it will attempt to capture the Primal at Belsar's Wall. Assuming its mission is successful, our only option at that point will be to re-engage its stasis system and put it back to sleep.
And should the machine happen to misbehave, we'll simply initiate an emergency shutdown. I confess we don't yet have a complete grasp of its capabilities, but I'm certain the details will not elude us for long.
I don't like this.
Well, I understood less than half of that. So, my question to you is, are we doing the right thing?
Exactly. Well, what do you think? What are your thoughts?
What do I think?
Enlighten me.
All right. Step aside, Sid. Is this the thing I need to press?
Yes, that's the one.
Why do you need to press it?
You gave too much for us to waste this chance, Papalimo. So this is for you. And me.
Yes! Fly free, my pretty! Show us what you can do.
Someone
Welcome to Good
get a
Burger,
bucket
home
for
of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
someone get a bucket for Nero and clean that mess up.
Sequence has begun.
Thank you for the follow.
Omega is loose.
I think she heard your question. Yeah. Wee haha. Hold on tight. Oh, what the fuck? I see what you mean now. Oh wow, I completely destroyed the area. This is a cool fight. Mega player. That was cool. That was really cool. Also, I do apologize. In about 20 seconds, ads are going to start, and I don't have any more snoozes. So I'm very sorry about that, but I will keep watching, though, here. Like, I do apologize for ads coming up. But I'm still watching. Good fight indeed. I'm happy to watch it again. Yeah, that was really cool. I do apologize for ads coming up.
Huh? Omega has stopped transmitting. But that shouldn't be. I didn't engage the stasis system.
And what does this signify? I have little understanding of these contrivances.
The launch went exactly to plan, but all signals emanating from Omega have ceased. This may indicate any number of things, but we will need to join the Scions out in the field if we are to ascertain which one.
Right. I've ordered a malfunctioning beast to go to sleep. That should prevent any unfortunate mishaps. I suggest we make our way back to Gridania.
Omega destroyed the cocoon.
What happened to your tattoo? Your neck tattoo?
Papalimo's spell is fading. It was bound to his ether, you see. And if the connection is broken...
Hmm. He's really gone. This is really weighing in on her heart. Like it's she's not having a good day today. I'm not sure why we lost contact with Omega, but I mean to find out. Let us be on our way. Yeah. Yeah, a really, really rough day. Came as soon as I heard the Excelsior has been spotted on its approach. One moment everything was functioning perfectly, and the next it wasn't. It makes no sense. We'll need to see what happened for ourselves, and soon. Alright. Imperial will. I've done all of my job quests for Heavensward, and at the end of each cutscene, they would always say, "The far edge of fate." You can only resume your next job quest after you finish the main scenario quest, "The Far Edge of Fate," and here it is. Alright. Yeah, I think we're getting very close to the end, I guess. Right. I'm so fucking excited to see what happens. Alright. Alphanode has the look of a man with much to say. Words can ill express how glad I am to see all of you unharmed. When Omega came hurling towards the cocoon, everything dissolved into chaos. I have to see it. I have to see it with my own eyes. Ida, wait, we must... the Elder Seatseer is expecting us. Worry not, Alphinaud. Kosetsu and I will watch over her. You may safely attend your meeting. My thanks, Yugiri. The council reconvened a short while ago. Let us make haste for the Lotus Strand. All there are eager to hear your testimony. Not in approval. Like, what is going to happen afterwards? Like, are we going to fight Omega or something? Don't answer that, it's rhetorical. I'm just speculating. My friends, full eagerly have we awaited your return. You indeed could have discharged the duty entrusted to you. And most humbly do we thank you for seeing it done. You're too kind, Elder Seatseer. As I recall, we as good demanded the right to try, but tell me, how did the battle unfold? We succeeded in waking Omega Eye, but we lost contact with the weapon shortly after it launched. From our position in the control room, we were blind to all that followed. But words could do justice to such a scene. None of my choosing, that much is certain. But I can give you the facts. The cocoon hatched even as Omega arrived. From its midst rose a great dragon. The pair of duly set about each other in the skies over Gir Abania. The primal might defied belief. It seemed the very heavens would be rent asunder by the force of its blows, and it wielded such magics as I have never seen, and hope to never see again. The battle raged on with no end in sight, till both combatants were engulfed in a blinding flash of light. When the radiance faded, I saw a pair fall motionless from the sky, coming to rest somewhere on Alamegan soil. I will not speak for the rest, but to my eye it seemed that each landed a fatal blow upon the other. While most among us can think of only Bahamut when we looking upon the primal's form, the Domans were heard to whisper the name Shinryu. Shinryu and Omega. Yeah, that definitely tracks. From past games, it would appear that the being resembles a creature of Far Eastern legend, and we have found it convenient to refer to it as such. This Shinryu's fate, and indeed that of Omega, is yet unknown. We have, alas, no eyes on the Gir Abanian side of the border. Aye, which is why we have set our main force under the command of Marshal Terupen to capture the wall. The names match. I don't know much of the past. Okay, so Omega and Shinryu are in various Final Fantasy games, but the ones they're most prominent in as like bonus encounters and super bosses, like from 1 is Final Fantasy V. Omega here has the appearance of the Omega weapon in Final Fantasy V, which is like a spider-like robot with multiple legs, and Shinryu is a large dragon, very powerful, another super boss. So that's why I'm geeking out over it, because these are the Final Fantasy V variants of the two monsters. Aye, which is why we have sent our main force under the command of Marshal Terupen to capture the wall. With the Imperials in disarray, we have the perfect opportunity to secure Gridania's border and assess the aftermath of the impact. I myself will join the Marshal and his men when the council is adjourned. Well, that explains a few things. I'll wager that the flash of light coincided with our loss of contact. Lest you wonder, we quickly re-engaged Omega's stasis systems, so even if it has fallen into the Empire's lap, it will be of no use to them, save perhaps a statue. Correct. Without me to guide their efforts, it would take them decades to decipher Omega's core functions, if they managed it at all. So I kind of get the feeling that we'll fight Shinryu and Omega in Stormblood, like they are Stormblood related trials that we can do. And again, I'm really excited to fight them. Such reassurances do much to calm our fears, yet the relic's fate is but one of several concerns. Indeed, I humbly submit that the time has come for us to make contact with the Resistance representatives in Gir Abania. Though Aelbert has forced our hand, it would seem only logical to seek an alliance, given the inevitability of the Imperial retaliation. And by working in concert, it is not impossible that Alamigo might finally be wrested upon Garlemald's grasp. It is what the little Alamigans wanted. Well, what do we not fight? Right? Oh, we don't fight hunger, as the large guy could not defeat. I should very much like to see this Shinryu creature for myself. It seems likely we put Omega in stasis after, what did they call it? Ah yes, after Shinryu was defeated. We should have little to fear from either one of them. The operation to take the wall will be Ishgard's first military action under the Alliance banners, though I have no appetite for bloodshed. A part of me is glad of the chance to begin reparations for our past inaction. Pray accept my humblest and most earnest thanks once again, Warrior of Light. Had Shinryu been suffered to roam free, the 12th Wood would surely have been laid waste. I go to overseas operations at Belsar's Wall. You have done your part. Leave us to handle the initial Imperial reprisal, and rest while you may. While the Primal emerged, I was for an instant transported back to Cartano, to the moment the Black Worm made an 8th hell of the battlefield. Gladly would I live out the rest of my days without seeing such a sight again. Alright, Alpha Node. You must be exhausted. I would ordainedly suggest that we retire directly to the Rising Stones, but I wonder if we might first make a small detour. Stola and the others have gathered at Amarasayak's spire, and I imagine that you two would be interested to see what has become of the wall now that the cocoon is gone. It is decided then. Lead on. Alright, E-Shroud. Hi, Kryl. Thank the 12, after witnessing Omega's single-minded onslaught, I had visions of you being trapped between it and its target. Hardly the most rational concern, I concede, but if you had seen what I saw... Not now, Fate music.
My friends, I cannot well express how glad I am to see you both unharmed. They say that Omega's clash with the Primal shook the very firmament.
You need not have worried. The battle took place far above the ground. We were able to observe in relative safety, though I'm given to understand that there were casualties on the far side of the wall.
Yep.
It was like watching a nightmare unfold before our very eyes. Ilberd's Primal manifested in the form of a colossal dragon, a being of pure violence. It burst forth from the cocoon with such terrible force.
That such a horror should spring from the eyes of Nidhogg comes as no surprise. Nor do I wonder at its form. Ilberd all but announced it in the moments prior to his death. Plainly, it was his dying wish to visit a second calamity upon the Empire.
Yep.
And I am quite certain the abomination would have obliged had it not found itself outmatched by Omega. gods! I am no stranger to the works of Alag, but even I was unprepared for the machine's furiosity. It beggared belief.
Was quite a sight.
And how fares poor Ida in the midst of all this? Have you spoken with her?
She's up on the platform, lost in thought. We deemed it best not to disturb her, but mayhap she would welcome some company after all. Shall we?
The light's gone. It was all we had left of him.
Ida.
I don't blame anyone. I knew what was going to happen. I knew the spell Papalimo meant to cast would drain away his life force. I knew that it would only buy us a little time.
Ida, there is no need to explain.
But there is. I can't hide in Papalimo's little shadow anymore, and I shouldn't hide behind my sister's mask. 20 years ago, on the day the Empire marched into Alamigo, I was still just a child, not even 5 summers old. My father had been one of the leaders of the revolution. He had fought to overthrow the Mad King, Theodoric. And my sister had fought alongside him. But she was strong and kind, and always knew what to do. But when the Garleans came, everything changed. My father went to war against them too, and I never saw him again. After that, I remember a lot of running. My sister dragged me for malms and malms until we came to the city of Charlian. That was where she met Master Louis Soir. He introduced her to the Circle of Knowing, and she eventually became an Archon.
She was your inspiration. Is that not why you took up her mask and her name? Or did you simply mean to continue what she had started?
Her name, too. Aw.
You've known all along, haven't you? That I wasn't Ida.
Of course. We all recognized you at once. 'Twas Papalimo who persuaded us to maintain the charade.
It was silly to think I could fool you. I knew that even then, but I sort of decided not to know. Ida died 6 years ago, on a mission to smuggle refugees out of Alamigo. They say she was overwhelmed by Imperial soldiers when she stayed behind to save a little girl. She was so strong. There must have been a lot of them.
Why did you never tell me? I mean, she had her reasons. Like, I don't fault her for that.
I'm sorry for lying to you. My real name is Lise.
Lise. Pretty name.
When Papalimo brought me Ida's mask, it was meant as a keepsake, but I decided I wanted to be his new partner, to keep alive all the good that she had done. I didn't want to become Ida, exactly. At the time, though, I still didn't know who I was myself, and it almost seemed easier to play the role. Papalimo agreed to help, of course, but it was never what he wanted for me. He wanted me to walk my own path, and those were his final words to me. The Archon's mark he gave me is faded, and my last excuse along with it. So this is it. Whatever I choose to do from now on, I do as Lys. And I choose to continue my family's fight. I want Alamigo to be the country that Ida and my father always wanted it to be.
This is such a big reveal. It's good for her, though.
War is upon us once more.
Do you regret standing against the Empire? Would you have chosen a different road, knowing what you know now?
It's a lot more character for her. Yeah, that was sorely lacking from Ida, for sure. Because like I know that Papalimo definitely has like his roots with being Louisoi's like primed student, but like we didn't really know much about Ida herself. So like I do like this development, and she is really pretty too. This is really good stuff. Really good stuff.
To claim that I never doubted the decision would be a lie. But I made my choice, and I have defended it with blade in hand ever since.
The battle continues, and our steel is needed. Come, Shadow Walker, we leave for the east, for Doma.
It was brave of Lys to remove her mask after so long, though she had scarce begun to come to terms with Papalimo's loss. That one act made plain her determination to move forward. And so should she ever falter, we shall be there to support her on this road she has resolved to walk, for sure. Nodders. Let us return to the Rising Stones. We have quite a story to tell Tataru and my sister. I did it. That's Heavensward. It's finally done. After like more than a year, I'm done with Heavensward. Like the patch content was shorter, but there was just so much quality story behind throughout all of these patches, and like that was really good story building upon each of the patches. Like the conclusion of the Dragon Song War in 3.3, Minfilia, setting us up for Stormblood here with Lys. I'm really excited. Like, I'm just I have no words. Like, I am. That was really good stuff here. I was kind of expecting like some kind of like grand like prompt that said several cutscenes will play in order, kind of giving me that that dread feeling. But no, we just ended just like that, and that was I'll take it. That was really good. So Astinian is free. Lys is free. We just unleashed several primals. Omega and Shinryu out in the world, which I kind of feel like we will fight them again. That was a good dungeon too. Like fighting Racevelger to earn his his approval. And Horschiffant, of course. Horschiffant and Ysael just popping up at the end to help us free the eyes from Nidhogg Astinian. And Artorial too was a very good character in this patch. Congrats. Thank you, thank you. Really glad I finished it. It took more than a year, and then like being bedridden for like months after surgery. But it's finally done. I could finally move on now to Stormblood. And thank you guys, as always, just for dropping on by, just having me as your background stream, just watching my journey unfold. Like I do. Pain, so much fucking pain. Thank you guys for watching my journey. Like, this is my favorite Final Fantasy, just hands down. And I love this story, like, I love these characters. And just thank you guys for joining me on this journey. And my journey will continue. My journey will continue for sure as I go through each of the expansions. Definitely. Yeah. Heavensward. We'll just let the song finish, and then I think we could skip. I'm not gonna watch the trailer afterwards. Alright, song. Yeah. So kind of like as I was saying, like patch content was really good. A lot of good dungeons, a lot of good trials and challenges. The Warring Triad was really good. I will prior to my recording, I will continue Alexander afterwards. The Alliance raid was... story was not as good compared to the Crystal Tower, in my opinion, but like I still enjoyed my stuff. We still unlocked new content. And the Oriange reveal was really good. Nice to see him without his signature garb. Alice was really cool. And Papalimo did a lot of good too with his sacrifice. Then Minfilia helping the Warriors of Darkness too to reclaim their realm again. Which I kind of feel like we will see Minfilia again, like eventually, since it's a large game, and so I think we'll see her again. Okay. Yeah, Ilberd was a good villain. I'm a little confused though. They said the Griffin had a doppelganger as a... But the real Griffin was Ilberd, right? Like he was like the one in charge. The doppelganger was just a guy who just Papalimo. Yeah, Papalimo was not one of the most noticeable or like the standout character. Like he was still a scion. Like I really felt for him and his sacrifice. But I'm just wondering, the doppelganger was just like the mouthpiece. He wasn't Ilberd. Like Ilberd was the actual Griffin, right? Because I think we're done with the Griffin subplot, so I think the imposter was just a guy speaking at those things at the rallies. Can't wait to see more of this guy too. Like he was a lot of fun, like a boast full of energy. And then this grinning little dude. And then like these two are reunited. So we've covered a lot of like story points, like Nero and Sid are back. We set up Stormblood. Yeah, how do I... Alright. So we're gonna continue then, and see what happens with the post-credit scenes. Alright. You may have mentioned, but Alphinaud has apprised me of all that has come to pass in Gridania. Your only task is to now rest. This is the calm before the storm. Lise has chosen her path, and has her friends. We must do what we can to support that choice. We're fated to join the conflict in any case. Once the Alliance has taken down the wall and opened the way to Girabania, we have little choice but to fight. Which is not to say the cause is unworthy. After all, ignoring the plight of those whom one might conceivably save is not wisdom but indolence, correct? I for one look forward to joining hands with the Alamegans and striking a blow against the tyranny of the Empire, as I rather suspect do you. Quick march, the Imperials will soon come to their senses, and we must be ready to face their retribution. It is almost time, Father. Aye, stand firm, Pippin. I have learned to brace myself against the charge of the Bull of Alamigo. No foe will dislodge me. Raban? Very well, little bird. I will take our homeland back. For the both of us. Emperor Varus. My Lord Viceroy, our scouts have confirmed the preliminary reports. Belstar's wall has fallen to the Eorzean Alliance. The hunt for Omega and the unknown icon continues, though both yet elude us, my lord. Their battle caused considerable damage across the region. Should we perchance divert some of our forces for the search to undertake necessary reconstruction work? Or is this not the Emperor? This is a different character. Forgive me, my lord. I did not intend. Your will be done. Your will be done. Oh, this is a different character than the Emperor. Unknown. My spies tell me the Domans call it Shinryu, and that it proved a match for Omega. Yes, the coming days promise to be most interesting. Most interesting. At the far edge of fate, the road begins anew. The heroes look to eastern skies and behold their crimson hue. The dawn of liberation, the gathering storm of blood. See what you did there. Imperium has increased. 5 minutes of fate. Yay. Alright, Heavensward officially done. Alright, good job, Tamea. Okay, so as I said, I think it's time for us to get some rest. And so next time, tomorrow, we will start Stormblood, which I'm really excited for. And then I think it is time for Tomea to begin her journey anew again for Stormblood. And I think it's finally time for us to build upon our craft that we have been developing for the past couple of videos already. So I think we're ready to take on Stormblood as a new discipline. So yes, we'll be starting Stormblood tomorrow, same time, 12 p.m. Pacific time. And yeah, I'm really excited to continue on and start this next expansion pack, and I hope you all are too. So yes, Stormblood tomorrow. Really excited to finally get it started.